Hey everybody, so this is Terry with Gateway to Counseling, and I was asked the question, well, Terry, how do I stay focused? How do I, continue to make these sacrifices to get to my dreams of tomorrow? So I wanted to break it down a little bit for you this morning and help you guys because I truly want you to achieve your dreams, right? So we already know that we have to make sacrifices. We know that we have to make goals. But how do we stay focused on those goals? For me, it's pretty easy. It's a simple word called discipline. And yet it's a very hard word called discipline, right? So how do we develop discipline? Well, we practice something every single day, and that helps us to develop discipline. So, if I'm trying to change my eating habits, and notice I didn't say lose weight, but change my eating habits, it means every single day I have to make very wise choices. It goes beyond that. It means once a week I have to make certain that I go to the grocery store and buy all the appropriate foods, buy my fresh vegetables and my fruits and things like that, right? So I keep in my home the things that are going to help me to stay focused every day. Let me give you another example because I think it's better for me to explain it with a really concrete example. I know a lot of people who want to have their own company, their own business. They want to be their own boss. That's a really big goal. And maybe they're wanting to have that because they want more freedom in their life, right? Who doesn't want more freedom in their life? But it also means that you make some sacrifices along the way to have that freedom. So if you're working for a company and your goal is to one day have your own company, well, then the first thing you have to do is your research. We talked about that the other day. Please look at my previous videos. But you do your research and you learn what it takes to be successful in that type of industry. I don't know what type of industry, but we're going to just say, I don't know, being a contractor, working on people's houses, right? And so maybe while you're working for one company, you kind of start putting out some feelers out there, right? And you start learning about what the needs are. And you learn that there's a huge need in a particular area of town and that people are just wanting a lot of help. Maybe they need a lot of roofing work or whatever it may be. And so you see that there is a need and that there is so much of a need that you can actually accommodate and make a profit from that need. So maybe you start off just working some after hours or working on some weekends on your own to kind of build your client load, right? And then once you start doing that, then you are able to leave your job. But you still have to make sacrifices, don't you? Because you got to now work extra hours to make everything come together until one day you can actually hire other people to work for you. So how do you stay focused on that every single day? You keep it in front of you. You have a year goal. You have a monthly goal. You have a daily goal. You have a weekly goal. What am I doing today to have my own business? What am I doing today to have my freedom? A lot of you want to retire. This is a big topic for me, huge topic, because so many people have this dream of retirement and not working. And yet our society doesn't really teach us how to do that. They tell us to put money in our 401k, and that's all they tell us. And many of you have experienced major losses in your 401ks. No one teaches you about a 401k or what's involved in it. I know a lot of people that just say, well, I'm just putting my money away and hopefully one day it's going to work. And then I know people who wake up and it hasn't worked. So when you're on this goal of saving for retirement because you want to retire, well, what does that number look like? What is your number that you need to have? Guys, I don't know of any other way to break down retirement other than to look at numbers. If you are currently making, a good income every month, and your living expenses, let's just say it's $6,000 a month, then what are you going to do to replace $6,000 a month times 12 months for 1 year times how many years do you plan to live? When do you plan to retire? Most people say you need to have income to last you for 20 years. 20 years, guys. And you're going, oh, I can't do that. Sure you can. Start doing some research into not only your numbers, but how you can achieve those numbers. Some people just want to put money in their 401k and hope for the best. Some people want to play the stock market and they win and lose. And some people like myself go into real estate, right? I think it's a safer bet, but that's just me. And I was able to work my numbers. I started working my numbers when I was in my 30s so that I could achieve this goal. I knew exactly the steps I needed to take. And yes, there were some setbacks. Yes, there are times that the economy changed. Yes, there are things that happen. But over the long term, that goal is being achieved. I keep that goal in front of me by always looking at my daily goals, looking at my weekly goals. I break them down into action steps. Here's something else that I do to stay focused on my goals. I surround myself with people who are like-minded, who are trying to achieve the same goals. And I have an accountability partner. He doesn't know he's my accountability partner, but he is. And I've had these partners along the way. Someone like Tom Berry, someone like Eric, these people that are in my life that helps me to stay focused on what I'm doing. I attend meetings, guys. I attend social functions with other individuals like myself. And then I give back and I help others. I have a very, very dear friend right now who is wanting to get into real estate. And it's not because of retirement. She's already pretty much set for that, but she just wants to do something else. And I'm able to help her along the way and introduce her to certain people and certain organizations. So when you have those goals, it does mean that you have to stay focused on it every single day. I remember one time years ago, I was working out and I had a coach. And she told me one time, she said, you can work out 5 days a week, but if you're going to, go off the bandwagon all weekend long, you're not going to actually lose. And she was right. I didn't lose. But boy, did I lose a lot of inches. I didn't lose pounds. I lost inches. And I looked really tight. And so it was a trade-off for me. So you have to be focused on that. You cannot just, spend 5 days or spend 2 weeks doing what's right and then drop off for another 2 weeks. Okay, guys? So if you need help staying focused on your dreams of tomorrow, of course we're here to help you. But I don't think you need to click our website and get therapy sessions for that. I think that through the videos, we will be able to help you to stay focused on your dreams of tomorrow. Share with me what your dreams are. And let's maybe come up with a little bit of a plan of how to achieve those goals. You can message me. I don't mind doing like a little 5-minute exchange with you to help you. But if you need something more than that, if you're just really struggling, I know a lady who her goal was to lose 50 pounds. And she needed to lose the 50 pounds because of health reasons, right? And she was having a lot of problems with that. But what we discovered in therapy is that she has so much anxiety. Guys, sometimes we can't achieve our goals because we don't believe in ourselves, right? And we have this mindset that we can't do it, and then we don't do it. And that was her situation. She had the mindset that she could not do it. And she had a lot of anxiety of what her life was going to look like when she achieved her goals, right? Some people are scared of success. Do you know that? Some people are literally scared of what their life is going to become when they become successful in life. And I'm not talking about financial success. For her, it was weight success, right? And she was a little scared of what was going to happen in her life. How her friends might change, how her social life might change. So anyway, if you have some fears like that, we're here. Gateway to Counseling, only $49 a session. I am going to run, guys. I have a ton of work to do for this whole week. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.